Hello there. So in this video, we are going to see how we're going to automate the creation of PDF documents from Notion. How can this be helpful? Well, if we want to send an invoice, we may host the data that is related to a particular client, and the rest can be a template, and we can transfer that data particular to the client to the template, which is going to create the PDF. If we want to send a proposal and we just change in the proposal the bullet points of what the proposal contains, but the rest is all the same, we can do exactly the same. We are going to host the data inside of a Notion database, inside of the projects database over here that we are seeing. And then we are going to trigger the creation of that PDF, which we can store in Google Drive, send by email to our clients, or whatever we need. Okay? So the trigger is going to be changing in the status. So let's say that we are working with a proposal. So we want to send a proposal to the client. So my recommendation will be to have here a text property that is going to allow us to send the proposal. Proposal text, whatever. Okay, and here all text related to the client, and this point plus. Okay, this is just test data, because this is what is only from this client. Let's say that this is project. Okay, cool. So now Notion is ready. We are gonna be triggering this automation by changing the status over here, but make is not ready. So let me open make. My face is in the middle. My face is always in the middle. Okay, I don't know where to put myself. Maybe here. Cool. So we are going to create a new scenario. This is going to be, first, the trigger is going to be in Notion, if I can type well. Yep. And this is watch database items. We want to see by updated time, because we are not creating a new entry. We are just updating it, because we're changing the status. And this is project, sorry, this is not the right connection. Projects, done. Just in case we send a lot of proposals, let's set the limit to 20. This is the amount of items that this automation can return. Cool, from now on. Okay, so the next step, because, okay, what I want is that from Notion, I have here the name of the project that is going to be, I don't know, build a website. So something like very, very generic, whatever. But we have the company name over here. So I would like that at least in the proposal, what appears is the company name, not just the name of this. We can use both, but I'm going to show you how we can get this name into a Google Doc, which is going to be converted into a PDF. So next is going to be, yes, search objects, and I'm going to send it to search for it in the companies database. Companies. And what I want is the name contains something that I don't know, because I don't have, no, I do have company ID. Yes. If you cannot see this property, because maybe I was testing before, and maybe that is why I see the properties, you will have to run the automation once and like edit something in Notion, run the automation, and in fact, let me do it just so it's clear. So what you will do if you cannot see properties is go to Notion, edit something, that's it, go back and run the automation once. Okay, so this, it has already all the, you see, projects about remote OS, so this is what we edited, and search for items. Okay, this is not working, let me check what's going on. So what we need to do is to use this one instead, the get a database item. Okay, that was my bad. So this is in Notion, get a database item here on the top. And we need to use the same property that we were using before. This is in company ID. Okay, so like this, we are going to get the name of the company. And now we can run it and we will see how the output, I have already run it, how the output of this is the company itself. Okay, so we can see here the company name, Systemify, which is what we had over here. Cool. So let's continue. Now we are going to need something in Google Docs. I have this sample thing, and the way that this is going to work is this I copied from another place, so this is not from my service. But the way that this is going to work is from make, we will be able to see this between curly braces text, and we'll be able to transform it to whatever text. So this company is going to be the company name. So this is like the templatized, like a variable that we are gonna be changing in this document. So feel free to put as many as you want in your template. Let's say that in the solution here I have my proposal points. Okay, so let's leave it here, and that is it. These are going to be the two variables that we are going to be using. Okay, the name of the file is remote OS invoice, just so we can remember it. Once we have that over there, the next step is Google Docs and create a document from a template. Okay, document ID, let's find it, remote OS invoice. And you see, here is the two variables that we have, company proposal, and in the invoice, company and proposal. Okay, the rest is going to be the templatized. So company is going, probably I can find it here. Company, not me with name. Yes, from this one, here it is, name Systemify, or even plain text is safer. And proposal is going to come from the first one. Let me find it here. Proposal text, here it is. Okay, then title, we can write it as proposal for name of the company, Systemify, which is here, plain text. Whoop. And new document location, remote OS testing. This is a folder that I have already created here in my testing. Let me delete this from my previous test in my drive. Okay, so if you want to have everything organized, it's better that you create a folder. And that is it. Okay, so this is going to create the Google Doc document from with the variables that we are getting from these two steps. Now, how do we turn this into a PDF? We're going to come here and download a document ID. Sorry, let's map it. Document ID comes from this step over here. This is the document that we want to turn into a PDF, and this step is done. Okay, now what I personally choose is to download this document, because this document is nowhere yet. We have to upload it somewhere. I said download before, so it's upload, and I choose to upload it to Google Drive. Yep. And upload a file, folder ID. Yeah, this is the file. Okay, and here folder ID, it was in here. Okay, this is the parent folder. So since we are using the same folder for this document, so everything is going to be in this remote OS testing folder. So I can choose the parent. If not, I will have to find the folder ID, which in Google Docs is quite easy. I'm going to show you now. And yes, and the file is already selected by default. So if you are not using the same folder, you can get the link of the folder itself, copy the link, and you can paste it wherever. And this number over here is going to be the folder. Okay, the folder ID, sorry. What is after this slash? Okay, so this is going to upload the file to Google Drive, and then we can also, for example, send it as an email. Send as an email, add attachment, and this is the file. And then you can write whatever subject. Here's my proposal. Content, fine, proposal, attached, and to recipient. Here we have the email. And that will be it. Then I'm gonna get this document as a PDF. Okay. If you cannot see the email, it may be because you don't have it. I believe I have it here. Yes, here is my email. So I'm taking it from the company name. Okay. So let's test it. Let's bring this back. Let's bring this back. And I still have one thing left to do that, yeah, I can do it now. Because I just want that this gets triggered whenever the status is the one that I want. So condition here will be the status is proposal sent. Context operators, no, it's not text operators, is select time, datetime. Yes, okay, so it's gonna be select, contains case insensitive. What did I say? Yes. Proposal sent. Okay, so since I have already updated the record in Notion, whenever I run this, they should be working. Okay, what happened here? Let me see, and I tell you what happened. So what was going on is that this was causing mistakes, this title. So probably I was choosing a property, I was not focused, and I was choosing a property that it was not the right one. So I just changed the title and that's it. Now here is proposal for whatever name of the company. So since the one of the example is Systemify, which is mine, so I can find it easily with this one. And this is the one that I chose, property value, name, plain text. Okay, so this should be good to go. And let's test it again. Let's update it and let's run it. Okay, so it's created the template, they made turn it into a PDF, upload to Google Drive, send an email. Let's see the email. This is the one, proposal, this is the PDF. So we can see here, Systemify, and we can see here the text related to the proposal that we had in Notion. Okay, remember it was over here. Okay. And then, of course, if we go to here and reload, yeah, here it is, the doc and the PDF. Doc, we can even delete it later, and the PDF, so it's also here. Okay, so with this, you can create any kind of document. You just have to craft a cool Google Doc, and then with the variables that you have from Notion, you can bring them to Google Docs. and you have a free invoicing creating software, free proposal creating software, free everything. This is the power of automation. So, and now that we know that it's working, the only thing that we need to modify is how often this is going to run. So we can do it once a day, every 2 days, every 1 day, every whatever. So this is gonna be, every day at this time, okay? This is gonna be the only thing. And then don't forget to first save it and then turn it on, okay? So now every day at this time, this is going to get triggered. If it's not too frequent for you, so maybe change the frequency, okay? But that will be it. Well, this automation was part of a pack of automations that are included now in Remote OS, a full Notion system that has been built for remote companies that has just received a huge update. If you want to have access not only to this one, but to all the automations that have been built specifically for this system, plus a fully functional system that you can run your business on, I have left a link in the description of this video. It's taken me consulting 50 plus companies to get to this point, so I was able to build this system. And that is it for today, guys. And as always, hasta la próxima.